Yeah, my name's Aeron Sullivan, the CEO of Pangea, and our mission at Pangea is crystal clear. We want to democratize access to FX management, professional FX management for all businesses everywhere. Pangea clients are no longer risk takers nor rate takers, but with our technology are able to access sophisticated FX management tools with the same level of capital efficiency and control that Apple has. Pangea clients are able to hedge, store, send, and receive FX all on one platform, in one place, with one piece of software, and it's all powered by AI. Let me show you how. So one of the first modules I'm going to show you is hedging. Now, hedging has historically been a very complicated, convoluted, and manual-driven process. We make it remarkably easy. So let's take a use case like global payroll. One of the most common use cases we run into as a company. I've got employees internationally. I have to pay them in local currency, and if that currency rate changes, my payroll changes every month. With the proliferation of international employment, this is becoming an increasing problem for companies. So we've got an Israeli development team here, and I pay them every month. So we just put a little bit of information in here. The currency is the Israeli new shekel. And that team cost me about 1 million shekel per month, which is roughly equivalent to 260,000 US dollars every month at the current exchange rate. We're going to have that repeat from the end of this month at the next payroll, out 1 year to August of 2024. Now, if that exchange rate doesn't change, then I'm going to pay exactly what I expect to pay. But the truth is that it's going to change. Over time, as the exchange rate fluctuates, that payroll could either cost you more or cost you less. Now, what you see here is a value at risk analysis. At the bottom half of the screen, we have what might happen in the future. So we're not good at predicting the future, but we are good at predicting volatility. And so you can see over the next period of time during this payroll, it could fluctuate as much as 15% over the course of a year, which means you're either going to win or you're going to lose. You don't know how much, but you do know that it's going to fluctuate. Now, at the outer ring, there's about a 1% chance this could fluctuate as much as 15%. There's a 5% chance it could fluctuate 10%. And there's a very high likelihood it'll fluctuate at least 5%. Now, that may be a concern to you. It may not. But if it is, we have a tool that's very easy for you to manage that volatility on that risk. You simply choose this little user experience artifact, and as you slide it, you can see that the cone of certainty gets narrower and narrower. So we can virtually eliminate the risk on this payroll so that you know confidently how much you're going to pay for that payroll every month. This could be income, it could be program expenses, it could be nonprofit donations, really a whole suite of different types of use cases. You can use the same tool. Now, we also have existing portfolios that use industry best practices. We're going to go ahead and choose high protection for this one right here. Now, under the hood, what's happening here is we have an AI that's estimating the amount of volatility that this currency could experience, but it's also figuring out what is the most efficient way for me to hedge this currency risk using a whole combination of different products. It could be futures, it could be forwards, it could be spot. Now, here all we have to do is hit add to the portfolio. We review the hedge, we look at fees, we look at the cash flow information, and we hit execute hedge. Now, for those that are in FX, you might be wondering, well, you didn't show me any quotes, you didn't show me any rates, I didn't actually enter a trade. Why is that? Well, what we've done as a company is we've abstracted the heavy lifting and the complexity out of hedging and taken it to a place where you see strategy and you drive decision making. And what we're able to do is execute these trades asynchronously, we can do it autonomously, and we have the discretion to be able to do that at the best times of day. And that's due to two major innovations, one legal, one technological. The legal innovation is that we are not a bank or a broker, but a commodity trading advisor. We have the ability to execute asynchronously, to drive decision-making on behalf of clients, and that allows them to, again, not just take the rate, but optimize for things like bid-ask spread. Now, the reason that we're able to do that is because CTAs traditionally have done this in a manual way, but we've replicated the treasury team, we've replicated the CTA role with AI. Everything from the trading team is driven by AI within this platform, all the way to the risk manager or the portfolio manager that is driving the different decisions around this trade. Now, if we go to the dashboard, just like on a cooking show, if I make the dish in front of you, I put it in the oven, and I pull out one the staff conveniently put in 2 hours ago, you can see here that we have a hedge we just entered that's in flight. We also have one that settled earlier today. So where does that money go? I actually have to make the payroll. I locked in the rate at one point, reduced my risk, but where does the cash go? So if we come over to wallets, you can see here that in the Israeli new shekel wallet, we're able to manage the different account balances for up to 40 different currencies for these companies. And if we go in there, you're going to see in the ledger that a $1 million credit has settled from your hedge into that wallet. Now, I could simply just come here, hit send a payment, and I'm going to take that Israeli new shekel, and I'm going to send it to my subsidiary or beneficiary on the ground. We can get it there in minutes. Now, we can do that instantaneously. We can do it from shekel to shekel. We can do it US dollar to euro. But one of the exciting things is that if you're moving money, say on a scheduled payment method, when I schedule those payments into the future, historically I have to come in, accept a rate. It's a very bogged down manual process. Our AI takes those FX trades, the spot trades, forward trades, whatever they may be, and it finds the time that's most optimal for interbank global liquidity. You'd be surprised how much the interbank liquidity can fluctuate in a day. We've seen even major currencies that are 20 times more expensive at the interbank level in the bid-ask spread than they are at the most liquid times of the day. We optimize for that using AI. Now, Pangea Prime is really a unification of beautiful user experience design, which makes it accessible to companies that don't have large FX teams. It also takes the frontier of AI science to help reduce costs on FX by up to 80% over historical methods. And it takes quantitative engineering, a lot of it that's been around for 20 years, some of it that's proprietary that we've built in-house, unifies it together, and allows these companies to truly manage FX in one place, in one streamlined process, automating up to 95% of the workflows they're traditionally doing in-house. So if you're a bank and or a financial institution, you have clients that you think could utilize this platform, we can help take those clients from a place where they're managing day-to-day logistics of quotes and trades and day-to-day operations and take them to a place where you have an AI tool that learns, it adapts, and empowers. If you're a company that thinks that they could use FX risk management within your company, or you're sending transactions international, I'm more than confident that we could help you in material ways that's never before been possible. And finally, if you're a VC, we have a round that's open. It's 50% committed, and we would hope to talk to any of you interested in learning more at the happy hour. Thanks so much for your time.